but I'm a little busy sometimes. So I haven't really been able to. I think having a third stream day every week is already not that that's what's getting to me, it's just the fact that it's like flu season at work as well. Oh, baby, it's working. All right. Donkey Kong on the mound for the Wilds and an error by Blue Shy Guy. Oh boy. All right, let's try that again. Weird Al on the mound, or at at the plate. Let's try that again, guys. I think I should just restart. A high fly ball from Weird Al into right field. The ghost ball does not matter because Funky Kong is in the right place at the right time. All right, let's get everything under control. Daisy up at bat for her own team. The Flowers gonna hit a line drive into left, and Tiny Kong gets there in time, makes a very nice catch. 2 outs, 1 on for Wiggler. Wiggler up against Donkey Kong. A good pitcher versus a good hitter. You like to see it. And Donkey Kong will win this battle as Wiggler grounds out back to the mound. With 1 scoreless inning for the Flowers. So far, easily the Wild's best performance this season. Blue Toad up at bat. Gonna get a line drive to Weird Al. Weird Al showing off some defensive prowess. Isbell up to bat. A very consistent hitter. Does get on base most of the time. Not this time, though. As that is 2 outs to second base in the first inning for the Wilds. Another team captain, Donkey Kong up at bat, takes strike 1. Swings at the second pitch, and Weird Al there for all 3 outs of the inning. And the Wilds go down in order. No hits on the board. Flowers gonna be back up to bat. Hoping to put some runs up early. Because they know that the Wilds have been struggling to do that this season. Green Drybones with a line drive to third base, and Squidward there to make a beautiful catch. Shohei Ohtani up to bat. Isbell does not make the catch in time. But Dixie Kong there to stop it from going any further. 1 out, 1 on for Dark Drybones. A big charge swing. Shy Guy does show off some defensive prowess this time after that error in the first inning. So another scoreless inning for the Flowers. Wilds are very happy to see that, as they have given up almost infinitely more runs. Very nearly infinitely more runs than they have scored. And Funky Kong up to bat, gonna get a nice hit into left. It's gonna go far, gonna get himself at least 2 bases out of that. The ghost item and having the ball shatter that ice block got him far. So does get himself a double, puts himself in scoring position. Dixie Kong up at bat. I think Funky Kong just did a backflip. And that is a nice double play from Yellow Yoshi. The jumping catch catches Funky Kong too far off the bag. And now Tiny Kong up to bat with nobody on base. And it doesn't matter because Yoshi with another great catch at shortstop. So the Wilds looking good there for a minute, but cannot capitalize on that Funky Kong double. So scoreless again for the Wilds. Daisy Flowers looking to cut through the fat of their own lineup. This I would say is the weaker part, but Goomba does get on base. Goomba with a home run this season, which again is more than anybody on the Wilds. Yellow Yoshi gonna ground out to short, and a 6-4-3 double play. They get it in time. That is 2 outs. Wilds finally putting up some good defense here. Toadette line drive to Isabelle. And another quick inning here tonight. Both teams scoreless going into the bottom of the third. We'll have Squidward up a bat, followed by Yellow Yoshi and Blue Shy Guy. Here is Squidward. Gonna take strike one. And they will get a line drive to right field. Shohei Ohtani there in time to make the catch. Light Blue Yoshi at bat. Line drive into center, and Green Dry Bones there to make a catch. 2 up, 2 out. Blue Shy Guy going to line out the shortstop. And this might be a world record for quickest game and lowest scoring. They sure are on pace for both of those records. So we do have Weird Al back up at bat. Takes 1 strike. Star pitch from DK. Weird Al gonna swing through it, gets a base hit into right field. Well matched team. Yeah, bad. Let's say bad. Fastball down the middle. Isabelle with a jumping catch makes the double play. Impressive athleticism from Isabelle at shortstop. Kind of the true MVP of the Wild so far this season. Wiggler up at bat. Isabelle! What an incredible me out there on the field for the Wilds. And here we are at the top of the order again for the Wilds, as they have gotten no hits so far. All 9 players have gone up and gotten out. Blue Toad will keep that streak alive. Yellow Yoshi with a very nice catch at shortstop. And now Isabelle up at bat. The most consistent hitter for the Wilds. Looks at a changeup. Gonna ground out to second base. I believe that's exactly what happened in the first inning. Was I said how she was a consistent hitter. And then she grounded out to second base. Just interesting how it works like that. DK up at bat. 2 outs. Charged hit. Looking for their first home run of the season. Looks like it's going to be short. But the ice block going to freeze Green Dry Bones. They throw a bomb. Donkey Kong gets himself a triple. Off of a crazy series of events. So no home run, but he is at third with Funky Kong up to bat. Takes strike 1. Gonna swing at the second pitch. And can this be it? Will it go over the fence? It does not. It hits the very top of it. But Donkey Kong makes it, and Funky Kong going for a triple. Back-to-back triples for the DK Wilds. Just barely misses the home run by mere inches. That was unbelievable. Star pitch from Daisy up against Dixie Kong. The ghost item does not do anything as Yellow Yoshi's there in time. Sorry, I can't believe I just watched that. Not only as the team captain of the Wilds, but just as the commentator. That was like 2 triples back to back. The error items, the ice blocks. This is a hell of a week of baseball. Donkey Kong with 2 strikes on Green Dry Bones. Daisy Flowers looking to pull it together here. They will get a base hit. Isabelle gonna just freeze out and left for a little bit for no reason. Shohei Ohtani up to bat. Looks at the changeup. Strike 1. Strike 2. They swing on an outside pitch. They're gonna move in the batter's box. And a fastball will get hit and goes past Blue Shy Guy. So that is 2 on base, no outs. Dark Dry Bones looking to take this lead away from the Wilds. And they do hit it in the center. So that's bases loaded for Goomba. Goomba, again, with a home run already this season. Looking to do it again. They will at least get a base hit out of it. So they're going to get a run. They're going to get 2 runs out of it. Funky Kong just not fast out in right field. Look at that. Has to run nearly to the wall to track it down. And Goomba in the clutch. When the Flowers need it, he is there. They're going for the steal. That's going to be another duel. But the Flowers beat it out. No outs. No outs on that play. But Drybone stealing home successfully brings the Flowers lead up 3-1. Donkey Kong trying to pull it together, but instead gives up another hit. They gotta be getting tired. And there it is. Bases loaded, still with no outs. They're gonna keep DK on the mound, up against Weird Al. And can Funky Kong get there in time? It looks like he will. And the chemistry throw should get Goomba out at home, and it does. A double play off of the absolute cannon from Dixie Kong. Look at this chemistry. Beautiful throw. Goomba out by probably 2 yards or so. Incredible. Yeah, really, I thought I was in the damn Matrix for a minute there. Daisy gets a base hit to center. Yellow Yoshi going for home. A close play again, and the runners cannot stop scoring. Another run off of a duel tonight. I kind of went like Christopher Walken mode there. Look at that. Yoshi, ironically enough, Goomba stomping Toad at catcher. And the Wilds are going to pull Donkey Kong from the mound. They're going to put in Blue Toad. Blue Toad up against Wiggler. Wiggler 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Wild's got to be nervous here. Isabelle makes a very nice play at shortstop. Ends the inning, ends their suffering. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they really would have to like special design some baseball gloves for Gorillas, huh? They never really talk about that. They don't teach you that in school. And the Wilds held on to the biggest lead they've had all year for 0 innings. Let's see if they can beat their single game run record of 1. Squidward is up, takes strike 1, swings at the second pitch, but it's going to be a double play. The Wilds just continue to struggle out here on the field. Light Blue Yoshi up at bat. Both teams fully charged on start. Toadette with a huge jumping catch. What an incredible play. Blue Toad on the mound for the Wilds here still. Does give up a base hit. Drybone swinging at the first pitch they see. Shohei Ohtani up to bat. Nice pitch there by Toad. A pitch inside, but that will land in center. Gonna go pretty far, out back to the wall. They do have chemistry, but they don't use it, so Drybones is gonna get home for free. An RBI double for Shohei Ohtani. Just terribly poor defense from the Wilds. Not looking good at all out here for the 3rd week in a row. And Dark Drybones with a high fly to left, or sorry, to right. Funky Kong breaks through the ice and makes the catch in time. There were rumors of a trade between the Knights and the Wilds. Having Light Blue Yoshi. Ooh, a nice double play from the infield of the Wilds. Finally, showing some signs of life here again. But between the Knights and the Wilds, potentially having Baby DK from the Knights come over to join the DK family. And yeah, of course, Light Blue Yoshi going over to the Knights to serve in their honor. But it did not happen. Yellow Yoshi with what coulda, shoulda been an error. But green dry bones out in center field to back them up. That is teamwork right there. Daisy with 2 strikes against Toad here. Toad does swing at the third pitch. Gonna get a hit in the center field. 1 on for the Wilds. Isabelle up to bat. The star pitch from Daisy. Which, of course, does mean a slow pitch. What is the infield doing? They're just standing. What just happened? The infield just standing around. So now 2 on for DK. So a slow fastball. He doesn't even swing at it. Probably a smart move. Charges that second swing up. Gonna get a hit into center. Blue Toad going for home. And they beat out the throw. Toad will score for the Wilds off of a risky run around the bases. Did not look like they would make it, but instead they do use their ult and score the second run for the Wilds. So Daisy tired, but they're gonna keep her in to use another star pitch against Funky Kong, who wants absolutely nothing to do with it. A charge swing, a high fly ball to right, but Shohei Ohtani's gonna be there and no runners tag up. That was Funky Kong's chance to really prove himself this season. But he does not succeed in doing so. They pull Wiggler from left field to hop on the mound. Ball 1. Weird Al with a beautiful diving catch, ending that run, that rally for the Wilds. No, really, there must be something to where the runner just wins every time. Maybe I think it's just the difficulty that it's on. That's the only thing I could think of. Anyway, the Wilds double their run record in a single game. So whether or not they win or lose here, they are statistically getting better. Even if they are only versing the Daisy Flowers. And Dixie Kong has to run all the way out into center field. I mean, this is just abysmal defense from the Wilds. Weird Al, a nice hit into right. oh my god. It's a massacre out there. Weird Al gets a triple. So the ball hits the ice block, which hits Funky Kong, and then Funky Kong blew up to a bomb. Dixie Kong didn't go to right field to back up Funky Kong. And just like that, Weird Al gets an RBI triple. That actually took me time to process in my brain, because that was so crazy. Daisy keeping this at-bat alive. Toad trying to end it as soon as they can. But that'll be a line drive to left. Weird Al does not advance. They will stay put at third for Wiggler. A big opportunity here. And they will get a base hit. But again, Weird Al stays on third. Does not want to risk getting thrown out at home. So bases loaded for Green Dry Bones. A very good hitter. This is very, very scary for the Wilds. And that will be a base hit. They do have chemistry, but the POW block will take away the ability for them to make a buddy toss to home. So the error item allowing 2 runs to score for the Flowers. So Blue Toad gets sent to center field for Dixie Kong. And that will be a base hit to center field. Wiggler does score. In the last inning, the Wilds are just getting further and further torn apart. Look at this. The outfield hazards just making it even worse somehow. Blue Shy Guy does make the double play, but the damage is done. 5 runs given up in the 7th inning. DK Wilds need at least 8 runs this inning alone to keep the game alive. They've only scored 3 runs so far this whole season. And this is not the best part of their lineup. Tiny Kong does not get the hit. Daisy there to catch it. 1 out already. Squidward looking to make something happen. Anything he can. Looks like it's almost a ground out, but the POW block actually allows Squidward to get to second base. So a huge error item due to that chemistry between Squidward and Light Blue Yoshi. Light Blue Yoshi grounds the ball to third base, but Toadette does not go for the force out at third. They instead go for tagging Squidward out at second, and does not work. So now we have Blue Shy Guy up at bat. Takes 2 strikes. Looks at all 3 strikes. Not even trying. Wiggler throwing absolute heaters out here. Over the plate every time. Blue Toad. The ball does land. Squidward thinks about coming home, but he does not. So the base is loaded for Isabelle, but 2 outs. So if she's going to hit it, she's got to put it in a very good position. And that is a very good position. That's going to go all the way out to the wall. They don't use the error item, but Isabelle cleaning up a 3-run triple. That is the 3rd triple for the Wilds today. Isabelle, an incredible hit. So 2 outs, DK up at bat. Needs to keep this alive. Just show some signs of life. A high fly ball to deep left field, but unless they throw that error item in time, which they will not, that's going to end the game. But the Wilds finally seeming to get something together. Just not enough to defeat the Daisy Flowers this week. That was some incredible baseball. Let's see who we have as MVP. That's Shohei Ohtani. Some RBIs to secure the win for the Flowers. A nice, well-balanced team. Wiggler, surprisingly, the least points, but they didn't really have to do much, to be quite honest. For the Wilds, Isabelle, some points on the board. Funky Kong doing well. Still balanced, just in a worse way. Good game. The DK Wilds, 0-3 on the season. I believe the Flowers now at 2-1.